Let's discuss behavior changing keywords. Our first one is break. When a break keyword is encountered, the smallest enclosing loop terminates, and then execution is transferred to the statement after the loop. Let's look at this code. So we have done this before, and this just prints the numbers 0 to 4. Let's try it out in our terminal. Find sample5.py. And yes, it prints the numbers 0 to 4. 0 to 4. Now let's add a break here in the middle. How does this change the behavior of our loop? So let's try it out. Let's open again our terminal. Let's run it again. And as you can see, it just prints 0. Once the interpreter encounters this break, it'll no longer execute any code that is below it, that is still inside the loop, I mean. So for example, you have the print statement here. It'll no longer execute that or this. It'll just stop the loop immediately. And you'll no longer go to the other iterations of the loop. And obviously, the semantics change if I, change the position of break. So if I run that in our terminal, it doesn't print anything. So technically speaking, it still iterates once, but it immediately encounters a break, so you'll no longer reach print. So break is usually not used like this. It's usually used with a conditional statement. For example, here, example 6. Oops. Okay, that's better. So as you can see here, break is attached to a conditional statement. And also, we can also use break to, break out of a quote-unquote infinite loop. As you can see here, this condition is always true. So let's read the code. While true, you'll get a number. Num is equal to int input, enter a positive number. If num is less than or equal to 0, print that's not positive and then break. So what this does is the user will enter a positive number every time that it iterates, the loop iterates. Then, if the user enters a number that is less than or equal to 0, it'll print that's not positive, and then it'll break. So as long as the user enters a positive number, it'll never terminate. Let's try it out. So clear this first. Sample 6.py. So let's enter a positive number. And as you can see, it'll keep on iterating as long as I enter a positive number. But once it reaches a non-positive number, that is any number that is less than or equal to 0, it'll say that's not positive and it'll terminate the loop. So that's how break works.